Okay, this is our new Subaru Trailseeker, our first Subaru. Actually,
My second Subaru.
my wife and I both had one 40 years ago,
Uh-huh.
one of our original cars, but
Yeah.
stumbled across this kind of by accident, and it's been 3 weeks. And check this out: Subaru has a customer personal concierge service. This gentleman, Dominique, is from the Subaru dealer, and he's come to help us with our questions after we've owned it for 3 weeks. How cool is that?
Very cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna just kind of film what questions we have on this, our first EV, our first Subaru together, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Start, so to the point of it being so hot, right?
Yes.
So just walk me through every time I've been in this car and done something with it, I have the phone in the car and I have the keys in the car. And I tried a couple times when we first just got home to say, use the Subaru app to say, remote start, turn on the air conditioning, but it doesn't do it. And I don't know if that's because the keys are in the car or the keys aren't in the car. Like, what do I have to do for the remote? Like, can you remote start? I assume the keys have to be in the car?
No. So actually, that may be, if it's not working, it may be because the keys are in the car.
So they should not be in the car.
Yeah, and we can give it a try to see if that is the culprit or not.
Okay.
So we can give it a shot and see
Yeah.
what happens. But usually before it does the remote start command, it'll actually lock your doors, and then it'll go ahead and do the remote start. So that may be an anti-theft feature that's
okay.
built in.
All right, that's
saying
good.
like if you're not aware that the keys are in it, and if you start it, and if I'm walking by and if I jump in, I may be able to just take off.
Right.
So,
Okay.
anti-theft.
So I have the Subaru Connect like that we did that day.
Mhm.
Should I move the keys now? So the keys are here. I don't know if that's too close or not. But like if I wanted to remote, so I thought what I would do is yes, remote command failed.
Okay, can you click on? Let me see here.
Okay.
So it was saying.
Maybe
please
my key is too close. Being right here, should I like go put it inside?
No, you should be able to do it right from there as long as it's not was inside of the vehicle. But let's see here. There should be a message. So it just tells us because it had a notification
Yeah.
right there. Okay, ensure the vehicle is not in use, secured, doors, trunk, and hood are closed and locked, and
Oh.
key fob was not inside.
So so it's not locked.
Okay. All right. So we'll give that a try,
Okay.
and we'll see if that will do it. And how do I go here? I'm
yeah.
not Apple savvy. How do I go back?
Yeah, and it's a little confusing actually.
My wife will hand me her phone, and she's like, "Hey, do this," and I was like, I hit the wrong button, and I feel like a kid. I'm like, "Can you get me back to where I was? I don't know where."
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay, so.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh, lights are flashing. I
Lights
think
are
that's it.
flashing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there we go. I heard the power kick on. I see the power
Oh,
on
yeah.
the inside.
Okay, so no keys, no phone, nothing inside it. Okay.
Can you turn the air conditioning on?
Vehicle was started.
Oh yeah, so you wanted to make sure that the climate was being adjusted. So right now I can see from looking in there, it looks like the climate is on. It's on automatic.
Yeah, and it's on 71 and 75.
Now if you go to climate settings,
Oh, yeah.
you will be able to adjust it in there. So if you click custom climate, yep. So now you can make different changes and so forth, and then you can save it, and it'll remember those
Oh,
settings
okay.
when you go to storm.
Your climate settings have been saved. Okay, so. All
Now-
right, so that's pretty cool. Now this says start vehicle to activate. That looks like it's already. I just saved it, so maybe the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
The next
Yeah,
time it should do it.
That's
Okay.
what it
All right, so now the car is started. So now if I need to go into the car,
Oh yeah, you just get into it like normal, you know. So
But I
once you
have to
put your
unlock
once you put your hand inside the door pocket here, it'll open unlock automatically.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
can
cool.
take those keys, you can put them in the bag or in your pocket, and you can never ever touch them if you don't want to.
Okay,
you
that's
can do
good.
everything right from your door or from your app.
Okay, cool. All right. So should we get in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you can get to the driver's side where you normally are, outside
Okay.
the passenger side.
Is
Or
the
you
air-
can sit in the back if you're going to sit up front.
Yeah, I'll sit in the back.
Okay.
Is the air conditioning running?
If not, we'll get it turned on.
Also, like, the whole thing about all the different things you see in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the person's going to kill them. Like, I guess you can't kill yourself in the car. In the garage.
There's no emissions.
Because the first thing I think is, the
Exactly. Yeah, you
Carbon
used to, okay,
dioxide.
well, let's vent a window or something here. But
Exactly,
yeah, you don't need
exactly.
to. Yep, that's one of the nice things about the electric vehicle.
Okay.
Now, you see right now it's flashing, not ready to drive,
Not ready to drive.
Just letting you know, just to get your attention, that it still wants you to get in and basically prove to the car that you should be driving. You know?
Okay.
So that's a built-in theft deterrent. So even if you do the remote start, let's say if the vehicle's outside in front, you're somewhere out and about, you do the remote start, and you accidentally unlock your doors, no one's going to be able to take off without your keys.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
once you do the remote start, you still put your foot on the brake pedal and press your power button, and then that will fully unlock the car. Yep. So now it's saying, yep, ready to drive.
Now we're ready to go.
Mhm.
All right, and I'll put my. Okay, so now I'm in.
Yes.
Okay, so one thing, the touch screen. It looks fine here now, but I don't know if I should be. It was already starting to get little smears when it's in the, like you can see from where I'm touching it. So is that just like a little something you would use? You buy something that you would use to clean your PC or your iPad screen?
Exactly, yeah. Just a soft microfiber
Okay.
or some sort of electronic screen wipe. I know they have those things now.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
get that. Now, some people have actually, I'm not sure because this is a new kind of infotainment center.
Yeah.
But some people have actually found screen protectors online for their screen inside the vehicle.
Oh, wow.
So I've done a
Okay.
few redeliveries and I've noticed the screen protector and they're like, oh yeah, Amazon, blah blah blah. So
Oh, okay.
that
All
may
right.
be either one of those or a combination of the two may be a good investment to keep this nice screen as pristine as
Yeah.
possible.
Okay. Okay. So the air. So when this is, so when I turn, so if I go auto, there's auto, and then there's this, which is circulate using the air inside, which I think makes it cool down faster as opposed to the air from. And then there's also AC.
Yes.
Which also I think makes it cooler, which I didn't realize a while. And then there's also sync. So let me just see if I understand this correctly. Is sync means these two are going to get to be the same.
You got it. When you hit the sync button, it's going to make the passenger side match the driver's side.
Okay.
And then also what it does, now there's one control until I quote unquote break the sync on my side. So if you make
So
any
now it's all
adjustment.
from here.
Exactly. Yep. See? So both sides
Okay.
are changing. But if I break the sync, if I adjust my side, and I'll show you just for representation, now we have broken sync. So
Okay.
now there's individual control. And of course, you just hit that button. It'll sync it back to one control.
And this, I know you explained this to me, and I can hit this and it'll go down like 3, 2, 1, 0. But is this actually bringing cool air up through the seats?
No, so that is actually for the heated seat, and it's just using some heating elements inside of the seat to heat the seat bottom. And the auto, it's nice. The EVs have these auto functions where basically it's going to take a look at the ambient temperature
Okay.
inside the vehicle, and it's going to determine, okay, yeah, we're going to kick on these heated seats because it's really, really cold, or use that same logic to determine automatically if you want to have it on or off. But if you want to make an adjustment, you can manually override that
Okay.
by
So
just
I
hitting
think
that button.
I think when it's this hot, we don't need
Yeah,
those.
I agree.
And there's no cooling in the seats, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, you have heated.
This is the base model.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it doesn't have that
Yeah,
feature.
I didn't realize we did the base model. That was, I mean, I
mean,
love it, but
so
you know,
far
I
it's
like
got-
the extra things.
Yeah.
Usually.
So the higher models have cooling seats.
Yeah, I want to say off the top of my head, I actually haven't seen the top of the line yet. We haven't gotten one in yet. But yeah, there are definitely a few other upgrades that you would get. Heated steering wheel. I don't think this has a heated steering wheel. Ventilated seats, and then there's a couple of other options like moonroof and so forth.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
we don't want it.
Okay, I think
This is a premium
Yes.
trim. Okay,
Mhm, premium.
so that's a
Yeah,
base.
If I were to get one, I would probably get this level too. I like the upgrades for sure, but what kind of vehicle it is, and you've actually got quite a bit of equipment here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if I were to
plenty.
get one, I'd probably go with this rather than going with the upper level. I do appreciate some of those options, but this I think is the best bang for your buck. So I
Yeah.
think you guys do.
Yeah,
And the
I
only
think
thing, one thing we did notice, it doesn't have the home link buttons
for the garage
on
door
the mirror,
opener,
which
which is okay. I mean, I'm
yeah.
okay taking the garage door opener out of my console.
but it
you know.
forced us to look at smart. We have a 1997 garage door opener, and there's smart garage door add-ons that you can do to get your garage door in Apple CarPlay. So I'm looking at those.
Oh, okay.
So Maras is one, and I think it's Trailwinds IQ3. So I'm looking at those now. They're like anywhere from $70 to $115.
Oh, I thought it'd be a lot more expensive than
Yeah,
that.
it's not, and you can program it to open up your garage as you get, within 100 feet of the house.
Yeah.
It'll automatically close your garage door.
Nice.
So
If you do something there, let me know, because that would be useful. I could pass along to some of our customers.
So I tried the Maras, but it didn't work. I've actually had it installed. It didn't work with my model garage door opener.
Oh, okay.
Without an accessory. They had to send me an accessory. Just started getting too complicated.
I got you.
So I'm going to try a Trailwinds next. I think it's Trailwinds.
All right. Yeah. Let me know how that works out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was an option.
And
The other option would be, and I would have to look to confirm, but it should be, because it's this way on all the other Subaru models, is you may be able to just, if you wanted to, get the upgraded mirror with the home link and the auto dimming. This is auto dimming, just doesn't have home link included in it, which is.
And I think I priced it. It's like thousands, over $1,000.
Oh, I got you.
So these aftermarket ones do a lot. I mean, they hook to your Apple Home, and
Right.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. I would definitely do the same thing you're doing. I would go that route first rather than spending $1,000. I do know those mirrors can get a little expensive. On the other ones, they're like $500 or so. On the other models, but it could be a little bit different with it being a EV, because this is a Toyota vehicle.
Yeah.
It's a co-op between Toyota and Subaru, and Toyota has all of the EV technology and all the hybrid technology, whereas Subaru provides the all-wheel drive system, the symmetrical all-wheel drive, and a few other components for the vehicle. So it's a nice kind of working relationship that they've had, that's existed for a couple decades actually, with various vehicles. So a lot of people aren't aware that Toyota and Subaru's been working together for quite some time.
Yeah, the research I did on
it.
it.
That's one of the reasons we have this car.
Yeah, and the drive systems, I think, are Denso. All their suppliers are top level.
Yes.
For the motors and the drive system, Denso is one of them, and there's a second one. So yeah, it's very impressive.
Nice.
Yeah.
You did a lot of research into
I
that
did.
side of things.
All right, this is just a question. So when we're backing up, which we're not going to do because the garage doors, but when you're backing up, it goes bring, 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 but it doesn't make any noise outside the car. Is that true?
So once you start to back up, once you start to get some speed, it will actually emit it's an audible sound that pedestrians can hear.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So when the vehicle's moving at low speeds, it does, and it sounds very electronic. It's like
The whining sound.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's something for pedestrians to hear, because the vehicle's going to be very quiet without a gas motor running.
Right.
And even the tires are low rolling resistance tires, so they tend to be a little bit quieter compared to other vehicles and stuff like that. So it's interesting, the whole setup. But yes, so when you're driving at low speeds, or driving at any speed, your vehicle will, even if you can't hear it on the inside, your vehicle will emit a noise, so people outside, pedestrians, are aware that you're coming.
Because the first time I took it to the grocery store and backing up, where a lot of people in the Publix are maybe going faster than they should and not really looking, and if I'm in between two bigger cars, I was just very aware, like, these cars don't hear me.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I just need to be more alert. So that's fine. If I'm just driving along, how do I make this go on cruise control? And I'm sure my husband could figure this out because he loves cruise control.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
really usually use it, but
All right, so the setup's a little bit different in this compared to the other Subarus. So they've got the buttons pretty much will do the same thing, but they're kind of labeled a little bit different.
okay.
So your cruise menu is going to be all right here on the
Okay.
right hand side. All right, so we've got a few things going on here. So first, of course, this button right here is going to be for your adaptive cruise to adjust your distance. That's going to be the distance that you're allowing the car in front of you. So you have a following distance, basically.
Okay,
That's
all
what
right.
this button does right here.
Okay.
Once you get up to speed, you have a few buttons here. So when you hit this button, that is how you set your cruise. And you see it says cruise control unavailable right now.
Okay.
So once you get up to speed, you hit that button,
Okay.
and then that's going to actually go ahead and set your cruise.
Okay.
This button right here is for, you see it kicks that on or off right there. So
If you're in the middle of the lane or not.
so lane centering is what
Okay.
Subaru refers to it. Toyota, I believe they call it lane tracing.
Okay.
But basically it is that emblem that looks like a car with the lanes on the outside of it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And yeah, that's going to be your driving assistance
Okay.
button.
So that's like an on-off toggle thing.
Exactly, yeah. So
Okay.
you can use cruise without using that.
Okay.
But that's just an enhancement to that cruise control. That's more so like when you get out on the road, say you're out here on 60 or something like that,
Yeah.
exactly, 64. And what that does is it'll help keep you centered in your lane.
I think that's
to
been
reduce
on
the
pretty
driving
much the whole
fatigue.
time, and I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
perfect. I love that feature.
It's not like using up too much electricity or something.
Oh no, yeah. It's not putting any additional strain on the car.
Okay.
It's not going to
I think that's good to
deplete
have
your
on.
charge any sooner or anything like that. It's just
Okay.
purely a convenience to you.
Okay. All right, cool.
So going forward with the other button. So of course you've got a plus and a minus button right there, and you see the plus says resume. So let's
Okay.
say if you set your speed, and let's say you set your speed at 60, but you're out here on 64, and then it's bumped up to 65.
You can push this a couple times.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So you can electronically control to get to the exact speed that you're looking without breaking your cruise control, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that does make sense.
And then, of course, the minus button would do the opposite. So if you're at 65, but it's bumping down to 60, you want to make sure you don't get a speeding ticket. You can bump it down, and you can.
And does
do
it
that
stop
on the
if you hit on the brake? Does it stop automatically like it does in other cars?
Exactly. Yeah.
The cruise control goes off.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that's a way, because in some situations, you come up on traffic suddenly. You may not think, oh, let me hit this button, let me press this button.
Right.
The natural thing to do is just hit the brake.
Right.
So when you do that, yes, it will take you off of that set speed, but it will save it so you can just hit the resume button to resume
To
back
go back
to
to
speed.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's this one? This mode?
Yeah. So when you hit this button, you can see right here, it's going to tell you adaptive cruise
Oh, adaptive
mode
cruise. Okay.
or just conventional cruise control.
Okay.
All right. So that is how you basically make your cruise control selection for the adaptive cruise, which is going to automatically slow down if a car in front of you is going slower,
Oh, okay.
or your conventional cruise, which is just going to set that speed and it's just going to roll along.
So it sounds like
Push that same button, just toggle back and forth.
Exactly. Yeah.
so having the adaptive on is probably good.
Yes, absolutely. I recommend using the adaptive
Yeah.
cruise, just because it has that that element where it keeps that following distance,
Yeah.
which is a safety element, but it's also a
This
big
one right
convenience
here.
element as
Oh
well.
no, this one right here.
Yep. So that's how you change your mode. So we hit
Okay.
that button, and then we'll see our display up there. We'll go from adaptive cruise to conventional cruise.
Okay.
So those are your two options.
Okay, so adaptive is better.
And
Okay.
then this is your following distance, which it's basically telling you that, hey, go ahead and activate your cruise control before you adjust
You
that.
get involved with that. Okay.
But it's kind of grayed out, but we can see it's actually changing there. You can see the lines going down. So we're at 2, we're at 1, now we're back up to 4.
Okay.
So it's a little dim, but it's still doing it in the background.
Okay.
And that's your following distance.
Okay, cool.
And I tell my customers that if you're driving on a familiar road, then you can allow a little bit closer following distance, because you know the lay of the land. You know that, oh, well, traffic happens here, people act a little weird here,
Right.
and so forth. But if you're in unfamiliar territory, it may be wise to allow a little bit more space so you can have the time to react to what's going on around you.
Okay. Okay. So
And there's one more button but it's pretty self-explanatory, the cancel button. So if you want to just cancel your cruise completely, you hit that cancel button that's right there in the middle, and that's a quick way to just disengage
Oh, okay.
your cruise.
Okay. Okay. And then we signed up for two trials that day, and I guess I'm going to start getting emails about, so I don't know what I'm going to, I guess I'll see. I can always call you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like if they say, okay, your trial's going to end and now it's this much per month, am I losing the car play? Am I losing?
Oh no, that's a really good question. Glad that you asked
What
that.
am I losing if I don't sign up for the subscriptions and I already have enough subscriptions is my thought. But
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So there's a couple of things. So the first one is going to be with your Sirius satellite radio, and that's
an XM radio?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'm not even using that.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, and
okay.
that's pretty standard. Pretty much now, nowadays, all these cars have satellite radio capability, and Sirius XM is pretty much the only company that's out there. So,
And then, so it's letting me try it, but I haven't even tried it yet.
So you have it free for a set amount of time,
Okay.
and they will definitely. So they don't have any of your payment information, of course. So they have no way to charge you.
Right.
But they will try to.
Sure.
They want you to get a subscription, so they
Sure.
will make it appealing, and they'll probably send you something in the mail and email. And if you don't take it, they may even lower the price. So some of our customers say, look, they gave me an offer I really couldn't refuse, and
Okay.
I took it. So that's purely up to you.
Okay.
Now the other thing that the Sirius satellite, and it's kind of the same company but a different service, is you have the ability to get live traffic and so forth.
Huh.
However, if you're using your phone, then you have that already through
That's
Google
good.
Maps or through Apple Maps, whatever you're
Yeah.
using. Waze is supported as well. You can use Waze. It works very well with it.
If I have
with the
Waze on
system.
my phone,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah,
So I don't need that.
Fitting right in with the rest of the Subaru customers would seem like, hey, I appreciate that. If you want to give it to me for free for a little bit, that's fine, but I'm not going to get a subscription.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then I guess the big thing is the charging schedule.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
we've only charged it once, and we just plugged it in.
Okay.
And we did arrange with our electric company to do the I forget what you
Off-peak.
call it.
Off-peak.
Off-peak.
Uh-huh.
So from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. I guess it'll be less, and it doesn't start till June 24th.
You have to register for off-peak billing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well,
You'd think they would do it automatically.
Yeah,
Dominion
you have to
Energy. Yeah,
go
we
and
had to
do this
register for
thing
it.
and wait till your next billing
So
cycle.
it doesn't start till June 24th.
Huh, that's
So my
interesting.
husband wants us to, and so I'm going to Richmond tomorrow, which is the farthest I've gone since Suffolk.
Mhm.
So, and my husband wants to do this, but I want to make sure I have enough for Richmond before but then we want to also set up this charging schedule, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try to charge it from midnight to 5 tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And once we do it, it'll the main thing with your charging schedule, the battery preconditioning, and
Oh yeah, the
and
battery preconditioning.
and also your max charge and so forth, your max current, all of that. The hardest thing about it is just remembering where it is, because once you find where it is, it's pretty intuitive to go from there. So
To get to the screen.
yeah, that's the hardest part is where is it in the
Right.
screen.
Yeah, and I had a hard time finding it. I tried to show I knew I saw it here, but I didn't find it on the app. But I
Gotcha.
think here
You have to
was
do it in
under-
the car, right?
So I haven't tried it from the app yet, but I would not be surprised if you have the ability to do it from the app. I know for 100% certain we can definitely do it from here.
So let's just do it from here for now. So I think it was this. I went to settings,
Okay.
but I don't know. Maybe it's car. Here it is. It's
There
car.
you go, there you go,
Okay,
yeah.
so there's charging. So talk to me about the battery. Should we always be doing this battery preconditioning thing or no?
So what battery preconditioning does, so that's preparing the car for a DC fast charge. And so
Okay.
that's like, and going towards Richmond, you'll probably see more of them. You guys definitely have a little bit more up here than we do down in the south side. But they'll have these big charging areas, where you can go and they'll have a charging park. So there may be 10 DC chargers, there may be more. And that's a fast charge. So if you're on a road trip or something like that, and it's like, hey, we need to get a charge while we eat lunch. Your car has the ability to get like 80% charge within 25, 30 minutes.
Okay.
But it's something that you want to be mindful of because that much current is if you
Could fry something.
well, it could potentially degrade the battery with continuous use over long periods of time.
Okay.
So it's kind of like our cell phones. They say the best thing to do with your cell phone is let the battery deplete until it tells you to charge it.
Okay.
And then once it's done charging, to stop the charging. That's the best way to prolong the life of these batteries.
Okay.
And same thing with the EVs, with the cars. So someone like you, since you have a home charger, you probably would rarely use a
Okay.
DC charger.
Right.
And it will probably be just if you're going on a trip or something like that.
Okay. All right.
But it is completely fine to use it every so often, so if it's like, hey, I just want to get a quick charge, 20, 30 minute charge. Typically you pull up and you pay for it, and that's where the app comes in, where you
That
can
charge
actually
point or whatever.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few different companies depending on what company is providing those charging stations.
Right.
You may have the ability to sign up with some sort of subscription with them to save some money over time.
Okay.
So,
Right,
but to answer your question, kind of
No, that was good. That was good.
battery precondition, it's just getting the battery ready for that DC fast charge. So this is something that you do not have to use with a level 2 charger. So when
Okay.
you're charging at home, you don't have to worry about it.
All right.
That's basically heating up the battery to better accept a large charge over a short amount of time from that DC charger.
Okay.
So you would basically just turn on the battery precondition if you're heading to a DC charger to charge it.
So, assuming as long as we get this charged overnight tonight, I should be fine to go to Richmond and
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But we might if we go to visit your mom
Yeah,
in
we'll have to
Pennsylvania,
stop.
we'll have to do the battery preconditioning thing
Yeah.
probably.
So if
because
it's-
that's 6 hours
If
away.
it's cold, it's wintertime, it'll heat the battery. If it's hot in the summer, it'll cool the battery.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
getting it to that optimal
He understands
temperature.
batteries much more
So
than
it
I
can
do.
take the fast charge.
You got it. You got
Okay.
it. That's exactly what it does. And it's usually it's more so like in the wintertime and when it's cold and heating it up a little bit. But you're absolutely right. It'll just get in that battery to the optimal temperature range where it will more efficiently accept that charge. And that's important to where it will save you some money. It may be minimal, but it will save you some money because your car is going to take that fast charge more efficiently than it would if the preconditioning didn't happen.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of a more rare instance unless you're going to be doing a lot of road trips in this car.
Okay. Now this is more for just out and about around Williamsburg, really.
So we'll do the charging schedule here in a minute, but I just
Okay.
want to show you when you click on battery preconditioning, it's right there. Now you can see it's already pre-programmed battery preconditioning with navigation. So if you're using, if you have onboard navigation in the car, so that's navigation outside of like your
Apple map.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have onboard navigation, if you have a level 3 DC charger set as your destination, your car automatically turns on battery preconditioning when you get close.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, because the car's like, oh, okay, we're 10 minutes away. Here we go. Let me go ahead and start warming up this battery. Let me go ahead and get this temperature to the right range. So when you pull up, you can literally connect and it's ready to take that charge efficiently.
Okay.
If you don't have the ability to do that, or if you forget to hit this button before you get there, that's fine. You can either wait, a few minutes or do it when you get close, or you can go in and connect it. But just understand it may take an extra 5 minutes.
So if you're driving 4 hours and you are going to stop, you're going to stop and do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do this like 15 minutes before you get there, or or you do it and then is something going to pop up and say preconditioning is done, ready to charge?
So you can do it 10 to 15 minutes before you arrive is completely fine. Once it gets to that temperature, it will kind of turn that feature off.
Okay.
And it would just make sure that once it gets to that optimal temperature, it kind of holds it there, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah, 10,
But
15
like
minutes is fine.
if you found the place and you got there for the first time and you were like, oh shoot, we forgot to do that battery preconditioning, we should turn it on and wait for 10 or 15 minutes before you actually do the charge.
That'll be up to you. You don't have to
Okay.
do that. If you don't have time to do that, you say, look, like we need to connect. We're going to go in here, grab some lunch real quick, and then we need to get back on the road. You don't have to do the preconditioning. It will take probably a little bit extra time to get you to 80% compared to
okay.
if it wasn't preconditioned.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
So that's your battery preconditioned. Then you would just hit that button if you wanted to manually turn it on, and you can see it's already defaulted with your navigation.
Okay.
Now if we go back right here, now the charging schedule is where we want to go. So I'll kind of help walk you through it, but we can go ahead and set it up.
Okay.
So we just hit the add button right there. And what you're going to do is,
Start and stop.
Yep. So I know you had like a range between 12 and 5, so you probably want to do like a start and stop time.
Yep.
All right. And then you just kind of scroll up a little bit, and then you'll be able to select your times and then what days it repeats on.
12 a.m. start.
I did 12 a.m. start on stop now.
Oh, okay.
Do you want it to be 5 or do you want it to be 4:59?
5.
Okay. So start at 12 a.m. end at 5 charging schedule, repeat.
Yep. And then you select what days. So if you wanted it like Monday through Friday or something like that, then you would do it there. And they've got Saturday and Sunday if you go. There you go.
Okay, yeah. So every day. This is like setting an alarm. I know how to do that. All right. And then.
Yep. And then you hit save, and then it's going to show it right there. So the nice thing about it is, of course, now then we also have the option to go in and adjust your percentage and so forth.
Yeah.
So that's where everything's going to kind of work together. So once it gets to that charging percentage that you have designated, whether it be 100 or whether it be less, it'll go ahead and cut off. And if you connect, so let's say you've got this charging schedule on, and the one thing I always like to point out is this button right here, charge now. So just keep in mind you have that charging schedule set. So if you get home and let's say if you're like, oh, I need to get a few hours of charge.
Right.
When you connect it, it's going to ask you it right here as well. A message will pop up, and it's going to say you have a charging schedule set. Do you want to charge now? And you
Okay.
can hit the button for charge now,
Okay.
or you can just hit this button right now.
Okay.
Right there. So just something to be mindful of. Now the car is going to try to remind you a couple times, like, hey, you've got a charging
You've
schedule.
got a schedule. Are you sure you want to do this right now? Okay.
And you will get feedback from your indicator light on your charging port as well when you connect it. When you get a constant green light, of course, that's or constant lights letting you know that it's charging. When you get a intermittent flashing light, a green flashing light, that's letting you know it's connected. It recognizes it, but there's a charging schedule that it's waiting for.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of feedback right from the charging port as well. That will just a few different things to try to remind you or confirm that things are.
And and if we have this charging schedule set, but say we're just going to do it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So just tonight before we go to bed, we come out here and we plug it in.
You can plug it in at any time, and when you plug it in, it's going to default to that charging schedule unless you tell it to charge now. So literally, like, people get home, the first thing they do is they plug their car up because they already have that schedule set, and it's going to kick on the charger, and it's going to shut it off when it gets to your.
Even if the key is not in the car.
Correct. Yeah. The key does not have to.
The key does not have to be in the car.
Key does not
And you
have
don't
to be
have to have the phone in the car. It has nothing to do with the phone or the key. All right. And then where do we make it that it stops at 80%?
Yes. So let's see. Hit the back button up here at the top, and this one is actually in a completely different area, and that's where sometimes it gets a little confusing. That's why I said the hardest part is just knowing where to go.
Right.
So this one, go to the settings that's right underneath that vehicle.
Okay.
And then we're gonna scroll towards the bottom of this menu, and it's gonna be a charging. Actually, it's under vehicle customize, and so you have a charging one right there. There we go.
Oh,
so this is where you adjust all of those more advanced features, and I think that's why Subaru has it in a completely different area, because the charging schedule, probably a higher percentage of people are going to use that, probably close to 100%. I think it's a really good idea.
Right.
Whereas some drivers, they may not make any adjustments here. So they have that in a kind of an advanced settings area.
Okay. All right.
But this is where we can go in and we can make these changes here. Charging limit's probably the most important one here.
Okay.
And then there's actually a DC charge power, a separate one here.
And DC is not this.
It's the fast charger.
That's
yeah.
the fast
so
charger.
I had a little backwards. So this one actually is relevant to like a home charger, a level 2 charger. Whereas this DC charging, you can see right here, 125 kilowatts. You've got some other options. So this is when you connect into that fast charger that's at the charging complex.
Okay. But keeping it max for both of those two, it sounds like it's fine.
Yeah, that's completely fine. The thing that's more important is going to be the charging limit right here. So when you're connecting to a DC charger, 80% is what you're shooting for, right? And actually, most of the newer chargers will tell you that. There'll either be a message that tells you that, hey, disconnect at 80%, because what happens is your charging rate goes down exponentially. So you could theoretically sit there and you could charge to 100, but it would cost you so much money, because that 20% is going to cost you probably more than it took you to get up to 80%.
Okay.
Because its ability to accept charge, it goes down significantly just because of the speed at which it's charging.
Okay.
So they always recommend to charge to 80. If you want charge above 80, they recommend using a level 1 or level 2, a slower charge, to get past that percent.
Okay.
But when you guys are going, like if you're going to Pennsylvania or something like that, and you pull up to a fast charger, say you connect to get lunch, 80% is going to be your goal. So you can go in here and then you can adjust that to 80% just to make sure it's going to stop charging you and stop sending current once you get to 80%, rather than it sitting there for an extra 15 minutes and it's just getting 1%, and it's going to charge you like a ton of money for that charge.
So we'll just make this 80% for now. That's our charging limit.
So now if you do that, when you connect to your charger here, it'll get you to 80% as well, which is fine for daily driving. Charging it to 80% or maybe even 90% will help protect against battery degradation.
Okay.
But in the event, just remember that you have that set up, because if you're trying to get to 100%, say like when you guys leave here to go on your trip, it'll
You want to
be
be
a
at
good,
100%?
yeah, you can go ahead and get it to 100 then.
So should I make this 90% since I'm going to
leave it at
Richmond?
80.
Leave it at 80?
Yeah, so if we go on we go on a trip 3 times a year.
Yeah.
You can
Just
go
come
in
in
and
and change
manually
it, though.
change it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'll
Okay.
probably be the best way to do it. That way, it's at 80. You don't forget that it's there, and you know you're doing your part in prolonging the life of the battery.
Okay.
So,
All right, cool. So that's just the big thing that's under.
Yeah, I understand that.
You
much
understand
better.
that, Glenn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Any questions about any of that stuff that we just covered?
No, I think that's good. I think these are all the. And then just that you need to make sure you change the tires more regularly.
Rotate. Yeah.
Rotate your
Well,
tires.
yeah.
But that's Glenn's going to handle that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything I've got. So
And
if
then,
we just turn the car completely off after you leave.
well, we'll get out and plug it in and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. We could definitely do it
I'm a
before
little
I
bit
leave.
nervous about having it plugged in all the time. I'd like to just do a test of plugging it in.
Yeah.
And if we can keep it plugged in, that's fine too.
Absolutely, yeah. The
Until
way
tomorrow.
you've got that schedule, so you know, as long as when you connect it, as long as the car doesn't get prompt to charge now, it will be ready to kick on at a certain time. And yeah, before I leave, we will connect it, and then I'll show you the feedback that you get in your charging port door that everything's
Yeah.
working properly.
And we did do it once. We did have charged it just in the middle of the day
Yeah.
since we got this put in. So it's fine that it's saying charge every night, but that's kind of like charge every night if it's plugged in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Like one day, let's say if you like normal use, let's say you had a day where you didn't do a lot of driving. You know, you left here, you were at 80%. You know, you do, and then you come back and you're at 70. And if you're like, oh, I don't have much going on tomorrow, you don't have to connect it. You can just leave it like that. You don't have to connect it to the charging port. Just as long as you have enough charge to get, you know, your things done for the day or what have you, then that's completely fine.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we've been operating because it's at 52 now.
Yep.
I mean, we've only plugged it in one time.
That's the way to do it. Absolutely,
Okay.
that's the way to do it right there. You know, let it, as long as you can't. You know, you don't want to have range anxiety. You know, so you don't want to be cutting it too close to where.
I have a little bit of range anxiety about this trip tomorrow. 'Cause
And
yeah.
that's normal. That is 100% normal.
That's a whole new thing for me to worry about.
Yep.
Great.
It's
Okay.
you know that's something that when we're doing our training, there's a whole section on range anxiety, and it's legit, and it's
Sure.
you know 100%. And now as well when I'm driving an EV, because I got to drive a Solterra for a little bit when my car was in the shop. They had to order a part that took a couple weeks, and I enjoyed driving a Solterra, but you know I always had to be mindful. Oh, okay, what charge am I at? And there's a little bit of range anxiety. For
Yeah.
sure, so.
But I'm
And-
getting
and
it, but it's like right in front of you all the time. So and you can look at it on your phone too,
Yeah,
which is nice.
exactly.
So.
Now, speaking of range, so I know you said that you were able to get your questions answered. So I wanted to tell you just a couple other things about the car, if that's all right with you
Sure,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always like to try to find 2 or 3 new things that my customers didn't know about.
Okay.
So that's my goal here. So the first thing I noticed that when we turned on the car, your brightness is turned down just a little bit. And I'm not sure if you adjusted that or if it was already like
I
that.
have not touched it
Okay.
intentionally anyway.
So you see those 3 buttons over there on the dash. So that's how you control your
Up
brightness.
here or
Mhm.
down here?
Yep, right
Up here.
there. Yep. So if
Okay.
you hit the up, if you want it to make it brighter, if you hit the, so you see your brightness.
Oh yeah,
changing
that's
right
nice. Okay.
Yep. So you can adjust that as need be. So you know, if you're
Okay.
driving at night, you may say, oh, this is a little bright, it's a little blurry. You can adjust it there.
Okay.
You know, but
And what does the middle one do?
So is it all the way up now?
Um,
Brightness?
This is
Put it all the way down. See what it looks like.
this is all the way up.
Go down. Oh yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
Put it all the way up.
Okay.
now
and then
press that button. I'm not sure if it has a press function.
it says push OK for source, which means you'd have to do this OK. When I did that.
That'll turn on your audio. Does that button, does it go in when you press it? I think it's just letting you know that it's for your brightness
Yeah.
illumination.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't actually do
Gotcha.
anything.
Okay. Yeah,
all
it
right.
does look like
Okay,
a
that's
button. The
good.
way they have it set up.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
so that's your brightness right there.
Okay.
Now you've got automatic folding mirrors as well on the outside.
Yeah, I've noticed that that's pretty cool
Yeah,
when I
awesome.
lock it.
And so you've got it set on auto. If you wanted to manually fold them in, you see that button up at the very top that says auto right above your mirror adjustment or on your door
Oh, up
panel
here.
right there. Yep.
Oh,
if you hit that
auto.
one to the right, I think that one folds it in. So if you're parking in a parking garage or
Oh,
something like
okay.
that, you can fold them in on demand, and then you can unfold them, and
Oh,
you can have
okay.
it on auto, like you have it. So when you lock the doors, they automatically fold in.
Okay, that's cool.
So you can pull those mirrors in on demand if you need to get to a
Okay.
tight spot. And a couple of things here, and you've got 2 shortcut buttons right here that are right in the middle. So when you hit the climate, so you've got a few things going on right here. De-icer won't be useful right now because it's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
But once it does finally get cold, this de-icer will actually turn on heating elements for your windshield, and it'll help to remove the ice from the windshield.
Okay.
So that's something I like to point out to everyone.
Okay.
That is separate from your rear defrost. That's right here,
Okay.
because that's going to draw a little bit more power.
Okay.
So with it being in the gas models, they're all tied to one button. In this, you have a separate selection just so you're aware that you're doing something that may draw a little bit more power.
Okay.
That may affect your range slightly. So that's your climate shortcut. S-Flow is actually, it's going to use the sensors in the seat as well as the door sensors to get an idea of how many passengers are in the car, and it can intelligently shut off certain zones and divert air to the driver. So if you're driving by yourself,
Oh, that's cool.
it would recognize that and it would say, okay, well, we don't need air to the rear. We may not even need air to the passenger. We're going to focus more on air to the driver. And it frees up a little bit of economy. And
Oh,
it also
okay.
reduces cabin noise.
Okay, so we should probably turn that one on.
We can turn that on and it'll just do it automatically.
Okay.
And so right here, this is another shortcut menu right here. So this is a convenient shortcut. You've got the ability to turn on or off certain features right there. You've got comfort and convenience that was right here in the middle, max heat or silent. And then if you scroll over here, you've got your driving assist options. So you can quickly turn off one feature or turn on another feature. So
Okay.
everything's turned on right now, which is good.
Yeah. I'll
And then
leave it
right
on.
here, proactive driving assist right there is, I'm not sure why that was turned off, but that is just going to give you, it uses some sensors that you have around the vehicle just to let you know what's going on around.
Okay.
So you've got all
That's
of
good.
your safety features turned on, which
Okay.
is good.
That's good.
If it starts beeping a lot, then we can turn that off.
Exactly, yep. And you would just use this shortcut right here, and then you would just navigate over to it.
Where is that shortcut?
It's going
Right
to
in
be
the
this
middle.
button right here. Yep. Now you can get to all of these by going through your settings menu, and you know there's probably 3 or 4 button presses to get here.
Yeah.
But they put this in a nice, convenient menu for the things that are more commonly changed.
Okay.
All right. So that's
And that's
that.
that little button, the little
This
dots.
one right here.
Mhm,
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
Absolutely. That button right there. All right. And
What is this?
so this is how you change your vent orientation.
Oh.
So you
okay.
notice when I did that, it kicked it off auto.
Right.
So when you put it on auto, it turns everything to automatic, and it's going to try its best to get to 73 degrees.
Okay.
So it's going to do upper vents, lower vents, based on
Okay.
fresh air, recirculated air. So it's going to do its thing to try to get to that temperature that you have set. But if you make any adjustments, it kicks off the auto and it just goes to manual.
Okay.
So that's that right there, and you've got your charging ports there. I mean your wireless chargers
Yep.
right there, which is wonderful.
They work. They work good.
And you've got drive mode select right here. So this may be useful on your trip tomorrow because you get a little bit of traffic going into Richmond sometimes, depending on what time. So if you hit your drive mode button, you see right here on your information display right there. Now it says power in green, eco, or normal.
Okay.
Power, eco, and normal. So
Okay.
normal is your default mode, of course. Of course, power is just going to say, hey, I'm not as worried about economy, and I need a little bit of a power boost. So it's going to basically loosen up the throttle a little bit. When you hit the throttle, you're going to see a more immediate response. It's not going to worry about conserving your
I feel like I shouldn't
Battery
do
is
that
much.
because I feel like it's already picking up pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that'd be dangerous.
Yeah. It's,
You need a normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need a throttle.
I don't need to throttle it off anymore.
You like the nice pickup, don't you?
I do. I do.
and then eco would just do the opposite.
An eco would
But,
make my husband crazy. So, all right, but don't tell him.
But yeah, that is one of the things about an EV or even a hybrid vehicle is that you do get 100% torque at 0 miles per hour. So when you hit the gas, like it will put you in your seat.
Yeah.
And that's one of the
It's-
fun things about
It is fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you, you can actually kind of see it right here. You see, you've got ambient lighting in here. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
You showed this to me because you said it is yellow. I told my
Yes.
husband about that.
Oh, yeah. Because I was going to do purple and yellow, or, and I was like, well, yellow, women marry, green and yellow. That's we'll settle on yellow. But right here, we're actually already in the menu, right here under illumination. You can change the color. And you can zones, and you can have it separated by zone. So you can customize what you have going on here.
What color is it now?
It's yellow. See, I don't know if you can tell, Glenn. So if you go like this, wait, did I just do that?
No, my garage lights are.
If you scroll you can scroll up there. Yep, there we go.
So if I wanted to make it turquoise,
And you see you've got it right here, and then you can actually.
all zones.
Oh,
So it's lit up more in the door, and then
Yeah.
you can even do it here. If you do by zone, then you can adjust it a little bit more. So it's pretty cool. The nice thing about an EV is that you have access to so much power. So many electronics can be powered by the vehicle, so you can do little neat things like this, and it doesn't draw much additional power to have this and heat seat heater. Excuse me.
That's cool. I like blue. Blue's good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, and your doors default to unlocking. So when you grab your driver's door handle, it defaults to just doing your driver's door, unlocking your driver's door, and that's for safety purposes.
Okay.
But you can change that. If I go here to door control, you can see right here, you can change your auto lock. So right now it shifts when you shift from park or to park, it'll lock and unlock the doors. But you can adjust that to speed instead if you want. And then
you turn it off.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or you can just turn it off if you want. And then you've also got your wireless electronic key, so lock when the door is open, or to press unlock. So these are some of the adjustments that you can make for your door control. And then you've got some other similar things here, of course, with lights and so forth. So your auto off light timer, you can adjust that. Right now it's on 30 seconds. You can adjust it. And you can make various changes here in your customization.
Software update. I'm assuming it's going to update itself, or is this like an iPhone where it's going to say is it going to beep if there's some kind of software update that you're supposed to do?
So it's going to attempt to do the update by itself. So it has the ability to use the 5G cellular towers.
Yeah.
And so it will. You may get in your car and start it one day, and it may say vehicle update in progress.
Okay.
And it'll give you additional information from there. It may say, please allow update to finish before powering off the car. It's estimated 10 minutes or what have you.
Okay.
So, and if you can't allow it to finish, that's fine. You just shut the vehicle off. It will try the next time. After a certain number of attempts, if it's not able to do it for one reason or another, it will just tell you hey, see your Subaru retailer for this update.
Okay.
So yeah, it will attempt to do it automatically and to do it electronically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's everything in the car, Glenn.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to tell us about?
No. I tried to pick and choose some things that I think you may use. Of course, I could probably sit here for another hour talking, but I think we covered things that are going to be pertinent to you and how you.
I mean, the heated seats won't be on now, would they?
Oh no, they're off right now. So when you manually turn it on, you'll get. So right now it's on high.
So it is heating up.
Yeah. If I give it a minute,
Yeah.
actually I can feel it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now it's on auto, not heated. When it does turn, when it's on auto and it turns on, that little emblem will change over, so you'll be able to see that your heated seat is on.
Right.
But this is letting you know right now that hey, if the ambient temperature gets low, we're going to kick on the heated seat. So yeah, so like right now it's off. It's not heating right now, but if I hit this button, so like now it's on high, medium,
the 3 bars
low.
on the top versus
Yes.
what's down here.
And now it's physically off. It's not going to try to turn on, but yours is on auto. So if conditions are met, it will kick your heated seat on, which it won't happen because it's 100 degrees.
Okay.
But if you're driving and the ambient temperature starts to drop and it gets cold in here, it'll kick on the heated seat for you.
Okay.
It also has the ability to monitor the outside temperature with a thermostat a thermometer up front and so forth. So. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll get used to the climate settings. As you.
Yeah,
as you
I've been
drive and
figuring
so
it out.
forth.
Sometimes my dog is next to me here.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. I think I'm getting to the limit of what I can
All right.
take in
I got you.
inside this car.
I got you.
We'll plug it in and
But I've got your cell phone too now,
Yes.
so if I find something else, I can always text you or call you.
You absolutely
and
can.
only answer if if you're busy, you don't have to answer right away. Don't worry.
No, you can reach out to me at any time.
Yeah. Okay, so for this, I just push this.
Yeah, so right about the midpoint right there is where the plunger is. There we go.
Okay. And all right, so now it's plugged in.
All right. And you see that flashing green light right there?
Yeah.
So green is good. Green is
green
like,
is
okay,
good. Right.
everything's
Green is
go.
good.
And it's flashing, it's letting you know, hey, you're not charging right now. There's a charging schedule. I'm waiting for that time to kick on the charge. And if you were to open your door, you'd probably get a message that says, that acknowledges the vehicle's connected and you have the ability to hit a button to charge now. So
Okay.
let's see if it should pop up on the information display.
Yeah, charging schedule.
Yep, there we go. Look at
there's-
that. It even tells you the time. That's wonderful.
So if for some reason it doesn't work tonight, then I'm gonna have to charge in the morning, there's nothing about money right now, because we don't even get the advantage of that until the 24th. So,
Okay, I got you.
I mean, I wanna be positive, like it's gonna work,
This one?
but I don't wanna have to be, but I guess worst case is I could charge it for a couple hours in the morning. I don't have to leave until 11:30.
Gotcha. Yeah, so everything that we're seeing right now, it's acknowledging that charging schedule. So if
Okay.
you leave it connected, it should kick it on. And then once it gets to, I think we set it at 80, did we set it at
80, yeah.
Once it gets to 80% or 5 a.m., whichever happens first,
Then
it
it's
should stop.
Okay.
And then when you come out, you just literally disconnect the charger and you'll be ready to jump in and take off.
And, I have to go to the grocery store, like after you leave, so I'm gonna unplug it and then we'll just recharge it again when I bring it back, or plug it back in.
Exactly. Yeah, you can unplug it at any time. Right now, it's just letting you know that once we get to that charging schedule, it's going to be ready to kick on. But yeah, you can connect it and disconnect it 100 times. It's just going to wait for either you tell it to charge now or it reaches that charge.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely. So like I said, most people when they have the setup that you have, when they pull in, it's literally the first thing they do is they do it and connect it, so they don't have to worry about trying to remember.
Right.
As long as it's set up in the car, they're good.
Okay.
So this green light is off now, so it just goes on for a couple seconds.
Yeah. So when you connect it, it's flashing to let you know that, hey, there's a
Charging schedule.
You know, and that's your reminder, like, oh no, I want to charge now. Let me go to the car and hit the button and charge now.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
after it flashes for a certain amount of time, it will go
Stop.
away. So you looking at this is saying that, okay, it's not charging right now. So if you wanted it to charge now, then that would be your kind of indicator to, okay, let me see.
But
why.
this should pull out at any time, right? So I can pull this out, or is it locked in there? Feels like
So as long as
locked.
you're okay, so if we hit if there's a few ways to
So this is locked in there now, right?
Yes, if we hit the unlock button a few times, so you can hit the unlock button on the fob 3 times, or let me hit this one down.
Hit it on the door or on the fob?
On the key fob if you have it.
Okay, you got the key fob right over here.
So if you hit the unlock button 3 times, now see if it'll let you remove it.
Oh yeah.
There we go. And there's another way. Okay, so unlock door 3.
Because I'm gonna go to the grocery store, so we don't wanna keep it in there now.
So if I plug it back in, I'll get the green light again. Right?
Oh, we should. Yeah, let's see if it'll do it.
Yep, there it is.
There we go. Now, and the other option would be to go inside the vehicle to that information display where the charging schedule popped up.
Right.
And would be an option to stop charging. So if it's charging, you can stop charging at any time inside the vehicle, or you can hit the key fob unlock
Okay.
button 3 times.
So right now it should be
So
locked.
once that light goes out, it's locked in there.
Yep. So
Okay.
it's and I guess that's so like if you're out charging in public, so someone may see your car and say, "Oh, I'm jealous," and unplug your charger.
Right.
So,
So you hit this 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then it unlocks it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then when it's charged up, so if everything works the way it's supposed to overnight tonight, when we come out tomorrow morning, it'll be fully charged. But we
Eight-
still have to do that unlocking
No,
thing.
that's a good question. So once it reaches your
Once it
charge,
reaches your charging schedule, then it'll be ready to go and you can pull
yeah,
it.
yeah. Once it's fully charged, you should be able to. It should come straight out
Okay.
to release it. But if it doesn't for some reason, you just hit that unlock button a few times, and that'll unlock it for you. But yeah, once you reach your charging maximum, it should unlock that, and theoretically anyone will be able to remove it because you're fully
Okay.
charged. So
Right.
shouldn't be mad if someone disconnected you if you're out at a public charger or something
Right,
like that when you're
because
fully
they can't go anywhere if they don't have the keys.
Exactly.
So it looks like the car automatically locked because it was plugged in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So when it's plugged in, like if you're at a charging station, it's going to automatically lock. Like you walk away in like 30 seconds, it's going to lock the car
Yeah,
and lock. Okay.
yeah, and you're absolutely right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that
the
feature.
mirror's folded
Sounds
in.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's a good feature,
That's good
especially
if
when
you-
you're at a public charger. You can
Right.
just connect it.
If you're going next door to Chick-fil-A or something, you know, okay,
Cool.
all right.
All right.
Any other questions that you guys can think of?
I think we're a lot smarter now than
Well, you guys already had a pretty good grasp.
Dominique. You're a
of
good. You're a
things.
good teacher.
So, I appreciate
Very
it.
knowledgeable.
But it was really good to do it this way where I had a couple weeks to drive it
Yes.
and sort of say, what's that, how do I do this?
Absolutely, I
Yeah,
agree,
so-
and I do think I appreciate you guys having me out here because I think this was the best way to do it, just to make sure that we can confirm the charging schedule and that you guys are comfortable with using the charger and so forth. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys had me out here, and certainly appreciate your time. And
Of course,
if you have
appreciate
any
you
questions
taking
at
the
any time, y'all can always reach out to me, and I'll send you that playlist of videos for YouTube that I mentioned, and just let me know if you need anything else.
All right,
Great.
perfect, thank you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.